Thank you very much, Ms. Davis.
I'm calling about a dispute that I filed yesterday with the bank where I just talked to somebody. They said they got the documents. So I'm wondering why I haven't gotten my credit yet. It's pretty cut and dry. I was charged. I canceled a membership and then they charged my card anyways 2 days later. So is there a reason why I haven't gotten my dispute money back credited yet? It was normally credited right away.
It does state that the credit can take up to 10 business days.
Normally it happens right away. Normally it happens the minute I get off the phone with the person, with the bank. So why is it taking 10 days? Okay, this is Navy Federal Credit Union, and they're not giving me the temporary credit like they normally do. Like, so we got some. Is this a new law where you don't have to give the temporary credit while it's being looked at? Normally, you give the temporary credit right away. When am I going to get the temporary credit? Because you normally give that right away. It's never taken 10 days.
Okay, so it's not all the time that the temporary credit is going to be provided to you. It does state once you finish the dispute and they read the disclosures, it states that you may not receive a temporary credit as they investigate your claim. So it's not.
There's nothing to investigate. You said there's nothing to investigate. I sent you the cancellation fee and the email confident, and then I got charged 2 days later. So there's nothing to investigate. And in fact, you should have investigated while we've been talking, and I was on the phone with somebody else, and they couldn't even look up the information to make sure you got my documents. So I really don't know what's going on with the Navy Federal, but I want to let all veterans know that they're now no longer giving temporary disputes. Like, you can't even get your money back right away now, so they're withholding our money illegally. That's fraud. Okay, and then the last guy, he wouldn't even give me his name or his bank ID number or anything, and he wouldn't even look up the information to make sure he even got the documents. So I don't believe that we're even dealing with real bankers when we call Navy Federal. I would like to know your name and your bank ID number.
I can provide you with my name, which is Sabine.
Sabine, and what's your banking ID number? Isn't this is normally how when I've banked with people before, this is not anything new. In case were born yesterday or something, like normally a teller or anything in the bank, normally you have a bank ID number or a teller ID number. If you can't provide that, you're not a real banker. So now we got fake bankers. I want all the veterans to know that bank with Navy Federal.
Anything else that I can further assist you with today?
I want all the veterans to know that. What's your name? You're not a real banker, right? How long have you worked there? How long have you worked there?
Is there anything else?
What location do you work at?
If there's nothing else that I'm able to
They're withholding all of our money. They're withholding all of our money at Navy Federal Credit Union. I'm sounding the alarm today. They will not provide my money, which is a cut and dry dispute. They are refusing to give me my temporary credit, which is normally supposed to happen right away. This is banking fraud. They have my calls being transferred to people who are not real tellers that refuse to give a bank ID numbers. So I know you're not a real teller. So who are you working for?
Okay, I'll be disconnected.
I'm doing this video for all of the veterans that bank with Navy Federal.
Thank you for calling Navy Federal.
Okay, so we're going to have you investigated now. Thank you.
Thank you for participating in our member service.
Do not trust the banks right now. Okay, I just wanted everybody to know that banks with Navy Federal. I had a very clear dispute that I just disputed a couple days ago where I got canceled a membership to a place. Then they charged my card 2 days later. I uploaded all the documents. Normally, you get the temporary credit right away. And now she's trying to say it's going to take 10 days. It's the same games that the VA is playing. We're back to the VA waiting lists. We're back to the VA. I can't get my travel claim paid. This is fraud. So this person, and then they will not give their banking ID numbers. I don't, like I've dealt with different tellers in the past and different, it's like they will not, the other guy refused to give his name or his teller number or anything. They're no longer providing any teller number, any information about who they are. So I don't even know if I'm talking to real bankers at Navy Federal right now. So I would be very concerned about it with anybody who banks with Navy Federal right now. This doesn't sound right to me. I wanted everybody to hear that. How shady this whole thing sounds. This is just, it was just like, it's not much money. It's just like a club membership fee where I canceled my LA Fitness membership, and then they just won't, and they charged my card 2 days later after I canceled my membership. Okay, because I had some problems with the whole training thing. Like they were playing all these games at LA Fitness at St. Louis Park. It's this one guy named Brian Dumas who is playing all kinds of games. He was messing with my whole training. I was told, one thing about the training, and then I was told something else about training, and they were just messing with me, and so I canceled my membership. And then this guy illegally charged my card. His name is Brian Loomis. He works at the St. Louis Park location in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Okay, so I got cut off yesterday from this one video where I was trying to expose this guy named Chad Willie. He's another whistleblower. He's another very serious whistleblower from the Arizona National Guard, where I was a whistleblower, and you can look up his story, and I believe he's in danger. He has been for years, like I have been. And our phone call got cut off right in the middle of our phone call, and then he was trying to tell me some things about what he was finding out over the years about how, some of the people. Okay, look, we have to understand. There's already there was one guy that got murdered right on my base that was trying to report something. His name is Staff Sergeant Carl Markovich, Markovich. Okay, he was a technician working in the range. I believe he accidentally uncovered some of the weapons scandal, because you have to remember that whole Fast and Furious weapons scandal came out of Arizona. Okay, this is Obama and McCain. Okay, he was trying to. My understanding is that he was trying to expose something he saw on the range. Okay, he was a tech sergeant that worked on the range in Florence, I believe, and he's dead now. He showed up for drill. This was in 2010. I worked there full time at the time. I was told he was found dead with his throat cut right on the base. There was no investigation. There was no MPs. We didn't see anything. Okay, this guy was found murdered right in front of the base. And of course, the regular police in Phoenix can't get involved at all because they're told that they have no jurisdiction on the military base. Okay, then there's another guy named Sergeant Rudy Molina, and he worked at the base in Marana, Arizona, and he saw something too, and he ended up being injured. Okay, and so he was, there was something going on there, but so now the last time I talked to him was several years ago, and we went to Sturgis together, and it's like his memory is wiped from what happened. Okay, so he tried to report something at this base. Okay, and the last thing he remembers is being hit over the head in the office there at the Marana, Arizona. He was hit over the head with a steel bar. He ended up in the hospital with a concussion. He has a brain injury now, and he doesn't remember. Like he has memory lapses of what even happened or what he was trying to report or anything. So, there's something happened there. I just tried calling him not too long ago, and he doesn't pick up the phone. We used to be friends. His name is Rudy Molina. And, okay. Rudy Molina, he's a friend of mine. You can't see. Okay. I tried calling him. Nobody picked up the phone. I used to talk to this guy. He seems to have disappeared. Just like Chad Willie. Something happened with Chad Willie.
Hello?
Oh, Sergeant Molina?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm glad you picked up the phone. I'm sorry, this is Debbie Davis. I was just trying to touch base with you. I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, how's
Are
it
you
going?
good? Yeah, I just saw your name on it. I thought, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just trying to touch base with you, and I touched base with Chad Willie. I don't know if you remember him. So he was another whistleblower in the Phoenix area, like I was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's still in a lot of danger. And then he was saying that he found out that this one guy that was after him is actually like has this like massive criminal record and everything, and he's never been arrested. And but so I was just trying to call you, then him, and but I was just wondering, have you ever gotten anything resolved in any way from your situation?
Yeah, I did. I was persistent. You can't stop. You got to be persistent.
And what finally got resolved?
Well, I don't know what happened to the guy that assaulted me. All I know is for me, they put me 100% disabled vet. I can't complain.
Yeah. I got my disability, but I still haven't gotten anything else cleared up as far as how they illegally pushed me out for no reason. I was illegally, and I'm still owed money and all this stuff. Like I can't get any of that cleared up.
What you need to do is you need to go write a letter to President Trump. And telling him your situation.
Yeah.
And I have had some people, somebody up the chain of command is going to listen, but you got to be persistent and
I have been persistent.
Keep it up. Just keep it up. It's just a matter of when somebody listens. So you have to keep it up.
So what did you finally? What kind of things did you finally get cleared up or resolved or whatever? Well, you got your disability.
Yeah, I got my disability. I backed off. I said, shoot, I'm set for life. I can't complain.
But you never found? Did you ever find out who it was that assaulted you, or did they ever get charged?
Oh yeah.
Did they get charged?
He was well covered. Let me tell you right now, he's well covered.
Yeah.
The system covers the guilty guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they covered up who assaulted you.
Right.
And made sure nothing happened to him.
Right.
Yeah. That's what happened to Chad Willie. Like nothing happened to the people that he was reporting, who were the criminals. But he gets moved and loses his job for a while and all, like stuff. And what happened to some of us? Yeah.
So hey, are you still living in the same house out there?
Oh yeah. No, I have my house in South Dakota. But anyway, but let me call you back. Let me call you back in a few minutes, okay?
If I know anything new, I'll definitely keep you in touch.
Yeah. I just was, I'm just trying to, I think what I was telling people was what I was trying to explain to some people is that how Arizona is the center of a lot more corruption than what people realize.
Right.
It's unbelievable what we had to go through there at those bases.
Yeah, what you're doing is right. What you got to do is you got to persist. It's just don't quit, but you got to keep writing a letter to President Trump.
Yeah.
And hopefully somebody will listen up through the chain of command.
Yeah.
That's just what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy.
Yeah. Oh well, no, it's been years. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let me call you back though. I was just.
Are you retired?
Yeah, I'm retired. Yeah. I'll call you back, Rudy. Okay.
Okay.
Let me call you back because I just want to finish. Yeah. Thank you for answering. Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
Thanks. Bye. Okay. So I finally got a hold of him. I wasn't able to get a hold of him the other day. But this guy was assaulted, as he said, right on the military base in Marana, Arizona. Him and I have been friends for years. We were friends when we worked at that base, and then we've hung out since then. And so I mean, he got disability, but he was hit over the head at that base by a steel bar, and got a concussion, and he doesn't remember a lot of things now. He's a very nice guy, but we have some very serious things happening in Arizona. So I was trying to say what I've been trying to point out is that how, okay, the Arizona is, because of McCain is, you have to understand, McCain is in this, this bloodline, the bloodline of the Illuminati. It's okay. I wish churches would teach more about this. Okay, but there's a bunch of videos talking about this, about the bloodline of Cain being the serpent seed. So there's theories that where people believe that that Cain is actually the offspring of Eve, and the serpent that was Satan in the garden, the same one that told her to eat the apple. Okay, that was Lucifer, that was Satan in the garden. Okay, and apparently he presented himself as some kind of talking snake, like a reptilian nowadays, like literally like a reptilian being, right? And apparently there was an offspring between her and Satan, and the offspring was Cain. So this is where we get, apparently they were twins though, so then it's, but you can have different eggs in the same, in the same birth, I guess. So, this is literally where the entire Illuminati bloodline comes from. Okay, and McCain, he was the senator of Arizona for 30 years. Okay, his father and his grandfather were deep state, the head of the deep state. He was the secret kingpin. He's in the bloodline of Cain, hence the name McCain, and he was the center of the deep state there in Arizona. Okay, I had gotten some information that came out years ago, that I did a video about it called "Update of Things Being Revealed About John McCain" a few years back, where I had been sent this information by, I guess, white hats, or this guy was a DIA agent named Austin Steinbart, and and he's the one, there was these Q guys or whatever figuring this stuff out about McCain. And after I put this out, I mean, I was in severe danger. This video I did a few years ago, and I have been ever since. So, and you have to also, this guy reminded me that that the Phoenix is on the 33rd parallel of the as far as the parallels of our planet. And then the Masonic lure, the Phoenix, is the bird that rises from the ashes. So there's like some kind of symbolism for these satanic cults as well regarding this whole Phoenix and the McCain, and Phoenix rising. I don't really know what that's about, but that's part of it too. Okay, so I just wanted people to hear. I'm glad that Rudy is okay. I think Staff Sergeant Willie has been in severe danger for years. Like I said, there was this other guy that was murdered there. Staff Sergeant Carl Markovich. Okay, I've been in extreme danger. This is a very, very dangerous area, and I believe this is a major part of where the deep state is happening. Okay.